For nearly 170 years, Mother McAuley Liberal Arts High School and its predecessor, St. Xavier Academy, have been educating young women in academic excellence, faith, influence, and compassion. Inspired by the vision of foundress Catherine McAuley, the school has been enriched by more than 26,000 students. The McAuley Hall of Honor was established in 2013 to recognize individuals who have supported, led, or served the St. Xavier Academy or Mother McAuley High School and the Sisters of Mercy. This year, Mother McAuley will induct 7 women into McAuley Hall. Women whose stories and work reinforce the belief that McAuley gives women the foundation to achieve extraordinary things and make an impact in their community and the world. A staunch supporter of women's education, Barbara Patrick O'Toole was a specialist in freedom of speech issues as an attorney with the American Civil Liberties Union of Illinois for more than 40 years. Sadly, Barbara passed away in September 2013. The ACLU recognized Barbara with its Harry Calvin Freedom of Expression Award for her work ensuring the right of free speech in public forums to all persons. She also received the Earl Warren Award for her exceptional volunteer service to the ACLU. In 1989, Barbara established the Catherine Patrick O'Toole Scholarship at McAuley in honor of her parents. This fully endowed scholarship assists with tuition for a minority student through all 4 years of that student's attendance at Mother McAuley.
Barbara O'Toole was a woman who lived her convictions, and I so admired that about her. She wasn't a woman who was worried about convention as much as living her convictions.
When you got to know her and when you engaged her, she was just incredibly engaging. You could tell a great story, a great wit. She had these twinkling eyes and this sort of impish grin. So she was very interesting to be around.
Barbara had a long and very productive legal career where she really followed her convictions because she believed so strongly in the First Amendment. She spent many years working at the ACLU. She had 4 appearances in front of the Supreme Court. She was one of 3 women in her law school class at Loyola, and she really accomplished a lot with her legal career. Well, I know that she cared very much about providing quality education for people who could not afford a quality education. She, was a low-profile person, but I think she'd be very pleased to be honored in this way.
Well, I'm sure she'd be honored by it. She was always an advocate for women's education and, frankly, education, period, and Catholic education. So I think she'd be very honored to be honored.
Margaret D. Marion, known as Peggy D to her classmates, previously served as a dean and professor in the College of Fine Arts at Ball State University. Throughout her 24 years as a university dean, she raised more than $14 million for scholarships, professorships, and the campus construction of the Richmond Center for Visual Arts at Western Michigan University, where she is Dean Emerita. She has authored or co-authored 5 books and more than 24 articles, chapters, and monographs.
McAuley women can transform lives. In my personal life, McAuley gave me the opportunity to make lifelong friendships. And among the faculty and staff, I encountered the most wonderful role models, women who were courageous, ethical, and humble. McAuley really delivered on its essence as a liberal arts high school. I remember the music, art, and math classes being taught so well. In fact, all of the disciplines in the liberal arts curriculum. My McAuley years shaped me to form a mission for the College of Fine Arts at Western Michigan University. And that public mission is to elevate the human condition through the arts. And we did it well, just like McAuley. Being inducted into the McAuley Hall means to me that you are very generous, because there are many women who are worthy of this award, and I thank you.
Ann Edwards-Cotter credits much of her success to her McAuley education and the lifetime advantage it has provided her. An accomplished business owner, Ann's work and volunteer efforts are well respected within the community and beyond. She is a recipient of the Women of Achievement Award by the Federation of Women Contractors and the Ethel S. Birkeland Lifetime Achievement Award by the American Road and Transportation Builders Association. And in 2004, she was inducted into the University of Illinois at Chicago Area Entrepreneurship Hall of Fame.
I went to Bradley University from McAuley, and where I actually went as a music major, actually switched to be an engineering major after my first semester. And to this day, I believe, only a McAuley girl would have had that confidence to be able to just say, hey, music isn't for me, I'm going to go try engineering. I still believe the strength of my math education at McAuley is what enabled me to do well in math, which is so important part of an engineering curriculum. I think McAuley is an environment that its entire essence is about, supporting, telling you can do anything you want to be, giving you those tools, but letting you grow up in that, because that's so important to mature in that kind of environment. Things don't happen immediately, they happen over a period of time. You're growing in an environment that is constantly nurturing, telling you you can do whatever you want to do. I mean, it just can't help but make you, a strong person. We've got a great reputation in our industry in Chicago that I'm incredibly proud of, and proud of all the people who work for us. We've gone from me, who started it, to work part-time, to we have over 90 people working for us now. We're the largest of our type of business, and especially woman-owned. That's a differentiator, but it's not the end-all and be-all. We just want to be a good business with good people and working in a industry we love.
For the past 28 years, Trish Biondo Soltis's voice has streamed across the Chicago airwaves for US 99 FM radio. Her work has given her a springboard to help raise awareness and contribution for numerous service organizations, including Mercy Home for Boys and Girls, March of Dimes, Ronald McDonald House Charities, and Toys for Tots. Most notably, Trish helped create the framework for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital annual radiothon, raising nearly $20 million.
McAuley women can do whatever they want. McAuley women can change the world for the better. My McAuley education gave me a great foundation for a really strong future, I think. It gave me my voice, actually 2 voices, maybe 3 voices if you count the radio, but it gave me my voice in that I wasn't afraid to speak my mind or to talk about my values or my interests. When I look back at my career and I look back at McAuley, there's so many little links that I didn't realize, like my love for music and working in the orchestra with Sister Ellen, or the news reporting and being part of the sports editor on Inscape. I think going to McAuley with all girls was great for me because it gave me a freedom to just focus on myself, to focus on the things that are important, focus on becoming the best I can be, focus on things in my mind, not worried so much about all the other things that are going on in a teenager's life at that time. I know a lot of high schools, football's the focus, you're worried about that, people are going to the games and everything. At McAuley, we were focused on the incredible girl athletes that were on the volleyball court or the basketball court, or the people that worked on the paper or were in student council. McAuley gave us a community that we had to run and we had to be a part of. So if we could run McAuley community, we can run any community. When I go back to career day, there are so many extremely successful, spectacular women in every area that you can think of: engineering, education, politics, medicine, finance. There's so many that they better have a ton of wall space for this McAuley Hall, because there's so many women that need to go up there. And I'm just fortunate that I was part of it all, and I'm really excited and humbled that I was chosen. And my family's really psyched about it, so that's very cool too.
Since 2008, former NCAA All-American and national champion at Penn State, Katie Schumacher-Cawley has served as head coach of the University of Illinois at Chicago women's volleyball program. Katie has been inducted into the GCAC Hall of Fame and Chicagoland Sports Hall of Fame and is a member of the American Volleyball Coaches Association. Katie also can be seen cheering on the Mighty Macs at their volleyball and basketball games and assisting with McAuley's annual summer camps.
McAuley women can achieve greatness. My education at McAuley, it laid the foundation for my success. I was very fortunate to be around such strong, educated women, the professors and teachers at McAuley. And, I think they just taught us to be strong and to be a great individual and to strive to be the best you can. And so I try to bring that, into my everyday life, whether it's coaching or caring for my daughters, just to, hopefully teach them and build on being a strong woman. I was fortunate enough to go downstate in volleyball and basketball, and I think just having those memories of the celebrations at school and the pep rallies and I think, just the friends that I made that, weren't involved in athletics that still loved coming to the games, and maybe they were in theater, maybe they were in the science club, but it was just, you supported everything there. This award of being inducted into the Hall is a humbling experience for me. There are so many women that are deserving of this award at McAuley that are fine representations of McAuley. I'm so humbled and excited to be a part of this amazing group.
Carrie Ryan Lynch has made it her mission to encourage others to choose kind, inspired by her daughter Mary Kate, born with a rare craniofacial syndrome, and the book Wonder. Carrie regularly visits Chicago area grade schools, imparting the book's message of choose kind to encourage children to see beyond physical differences and embrace the beauty in all people. Her efforts have been recognized by the Chicago Tribune, Today's Chicago Parent, and the Today Show in Australia.
Mary Kate was born on December 8, 2011 with an extremely rare condition called Apert syndrome, something most people never come across in their lifetime. We were thrown into this new world that we needed to learn doctors and therapists and social workers and try to find a support network for us. And thankfully for my days at McAuley, I still had some of the best of friends who, within days after her being born, got themselves together and started planning what they could do to help us. In the days after my daughter was born, I reflected back so much on my Kairos weekend and how much I learned about my classmates who I'd been spending 4 years with, and things behind closed doors that we didn't know. And here we go, be kind. Everyone you know is fighting a battle you know nothing about. The teachers are out of this world. They love their jobs. I've never seen teachers love their jobs as much as I can remember my teachers at McAuley, just wanting to instill so many good values and faith and confidence in all of us. We visited about 30 schools last year in about a 6-month period, and I have about 50 on the books this year right now. This is not something I'm going to be stopping anytime soon. I'd love to continue to do it and see how well it grows and just see all children choose kind. I feel incredibly honored to be a part of the 2014 McAuley Hall inductees because it is an important message that I believe in and they believe in us, and they want to help spread our message to choose kind.
For more than 30 years, Sister Nancy Houlihan has served McAuley as an English teacher, beloved by the thousands of young women who have come to know her as a teacher, mentor, and friend. Sister Nancy continues to inspire members of the McAuley community to be stewards of Catherine's vision. In 2002, students and faculty honored Sister Nancy with the Catherine McAuley Leadership Award for her deep faith and commitment to the McAuley community.
McAuley women can be very accomplished in their fields, but together they can accomplish a whole lot more. My profession is to be the woman that God created me to be. How I live that out, I do it as a Sister of Mercy. I do it as a teacher. I simply do it as being Nancy Houlihan, as honestly as I can be that. You know, my dreams are to have touched people and hopefully made a difference in their lives, that they can go out and make a difference in the lives of others and in this world, and to bring about more goodness. How much do you care for your daughter? And what do you want for your daughter? And my guess is they want their daughter to become the woman who can reach her fullest potential. And you know what? Here at McAuley is the groundwork to help your daughter to grow in wholeness plus holiness. And you don't get that in the world today. You know what? This has been a great privilege. My 36 years at McAuley. And this is, today's a nice day to celebrate. So I appreciate this honor. I hope I can live up to it. It's nice to be on the wall rather than have my back up against it. So, thank you.